hi, it's Liz here, back today with the full deck challenge run by Shinuki Art on YouTube, and there's a Facebook group as well called Full Deck Challenge Facebook group. So I have gone ahead off camera because I'm catching up. We are actually at week 26, but I'm at week 22 today, which is cut it up. But I went ahead and did 21 off camera, and 21 was puzzle. So I've got a little thing from one of those puzzle books, crossword books. These are actually the answers from the back because it was smaller and it fitted onto the card better. And then an old kiddie's wooden piece of jigsaw, which I've just given a little light coat of paint and a little black roundy edges. Really simple, but I just thought, well, it ticks the box really kind of twice for puzzle. So, and I've started a new ring because this ring was getting quite chunky. So yeah, so that was 21 puzzle, and 22, like I said, is cut it up. So again, this one's going to be just really simple, and I'm just really going to cut some things up. I thought this would be a nice focal point if I maybe cut that up as well for the middle once we've cut up the background. So I've got some bits from my oh, excuse me, wait till I just get, why does it always happen when I start talking? Yeah, wee bit juice, that will help. Yeah, I've got some bits from my little scrap basket. So let's just start kind of maybe cutting some bits. And we can just trim the edges once we're done. I'm just actually going to cut some strips. Just some nice wee sewing machines. I think that was left over from another playing card. I've already got a bit of that. We got a bit of that there. Quite like that. So we've got that. Don't have a little bit of the music paper maybe. Just take this little bit. Right, I think this last bit here should do us. Just take a little bit off that. Right, let's see. I'm just going to start actually gluing it down without too much fiddle faddle. It's an absolutely miserable day here. Summer has gone. I know down south in England they're getting heat waves. Well, we didn't get the heat wave. Well, certainly not this week. And in fact, it's pretty much the exact opposite to a heat wave. It's just going quite chilly and absolutely pouring down. Anyway, that's what gives us plenty water to drink and plenty water for the gardens. That's what makes the grass green, I guess. No, we don't want the sewing machines upside down. No, thank you. Right, what else have we got? This Oh no, I was going to say, oh, that's the wrong side. That's the side I wanted, but it's actually double-sided. And I like to have my number, my card number showing. And we don't have the map, but we'll maybe put a little strip of the map down the bottom there over that bit, which is quite chunky. So we'll put this little bit up here at the top. Right, and we'll maybe just cut this down a little bit thinner. And just overlap it there or there. Maybe there actually. There. I think we've covered everything there. Paper and book page, maps, music paper. Right, so we'll pick through that and decide what's going back in the box. Some bits will be too small for my rule of thumb. The piece of scrap has to be bigger than my thumb before it goes in the box. Right, let's just trim this off. Now that was super easy and quite effective, don't you think? I'm liking that. Now, for cut it up, I'm going to cut this up. Now, do I want it cut up just in kind of randomly, or in strips, or in strips? If we cut it, if I cut it there and there, I could have 3 nice kind of equal parts. But in the same hand, there's something about just cutting it into pieces and having slight gaps between them all. Now I've got a whole little pack of these. These came in a Christmas cracker, and so if this doesn't work out, well, we've got plenty to be going on with. So say we had that, and then that, and it doesn't even, like, I suppose, have to make sense again. We could maybe just straight across there, and then maybe across there like that. My fingers are sticky, so we've got that and that. I think that looks quite cool actually. Yeah, I've also got this to add as a little tab. So let's just get a bit of this off. Mind my fingers. Yeah. Or maybe there, doesn't matter. I quite like that it's got some hairy bits. Okay, so let's get that down. Yeah, I don't think the rain's due to go off all day. And yesterday was forecast to be fairly bright, and I was hoping to get the bedding out and hung up and dried, but that wasn't to be. So it's still lying in a bag waiting to be washed. So I'm not even going to wash it then if we can't get it out to dry. So and it's to be wet again tomorrow, but then I think maybe Monday's to be a little bit better, so maybe get it out then. It makes a difference getting it out in the line. I think it always got a nice fresh smell. Right, I think that's kind of us with that bit. It's a bit squeegee, but never mind. And I'm a wee bit over towards this side rather than that side, but that's okay. That'll be balanced by my little fabric tab. So, and then we'll just give it a stitch round and that'll be it. So let's just hold this with a little bit of glue until we take it to the machine. We'll take it to the machine before we put our eyelet on it. Because the machine doesn't like when it comes to the eyelet. And it goes, oh, nope. Because it's too close for the little feet to go through. So yeah, I'm quite liking that. Let's put the number on the back before we go off to the machine. So this is 22. Okay, 2 2s. Oh, am I going to run? Oh no, there's more 2s over here. I thought there was only those 2 there, but there's more. So here's a 2, and maybe I like them to be a bit of a contrast. Take this wee chunky one here. Right, 22. There we are. Right, we'll go off to the sewing machine. And that'll be it. Oh no, then we'll put our eyelet on. So we've got our crocodile and our eyelets. Oops. That'll be getting stitched through anyway. Let's see, what colour will we go for? Can we pick up any of the colours? Not really. Well, that pink there. There's a pinky purple. That actually might be quite nice. And one of these. Is that kind of the same? That's not shiny, that one. It's quite nice. I think we'll go for that one. And that picks up that pinky purple. Good. Okay, but we'll go to the sewing machine first. Righty-ho, just a quick run round the edge. I think it does make a difference. So this side, the bigger hole, somewhere near the middle. And squeeze if we can get it in there. So that's us, and that is cut it up. So we cut up the back and we cut up the card on the front, which is quite cool. Let's put it on its new little ring. There we are. Yeah, happy with that. Okay, thanks for joining me today. If you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.